Do you know why I'm so happy today, Reg?
No, why are you so
It's
happy
not a
today?
work day. This is just a day. I thought, I want to walk through and cut a few blooms. Look at this. I want to cut the first blooms. This is, this is the heritage. It's called White Festiva. And I've always found that these white ones have the most fragrance. And it does. Oh my word. So today I like to cut a few little buds whenever I can and put them just in bud vases. I like a bouquet, a big bouquet, but that's not my gig. I prefer to have a little spot somewhere in the house with the brand new blooms. So since this one's open, oh, and it smells so good. Some of these are starting to feel like marshmallowy, and that's when you feel that, you can cut that, put it in your refrigerator, and save it for later. Couple weeks, you know they're going to open up when they've got that marshmallowy feel. That's still a little firm, nah, too much. But anyhow, and then I thought about if I could cut something from. This is my
Carnaby.
Carnaby clematis, and wow, isn't she lovely? I think I will. This will be pretty. Where do you come? Yeah, in a vase. So I want to, though, point out, just take time, people, walk through your gardens and pick a bloom. Don't hesitate. But look at this. This is a
What is that?
Peruvian squill lily, Reggie. We've had this plant 4 or 5 years. Jim gave me this. It bloomed 1 year for him, and he moved it. Every year it frosted back. Isn't this? It's not even through blooming, and it has a star-shaped buds. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal. I can't believe it because it's never bloomed. So that's why you have to get out and take a look at your garden when things like this happen that you haven't seen happen and you've been patient. Patience is not my virtue, but
No, you have.
no, but as a gardener, we have to be patient when you see these beautiful things. I might as well get a little. Now, I have some little bluets, not bluets, but I'll think of the name of that plant when I get down the garden. I'm going to leave that up here because it looks so pretty with these plants. So we're going to go down and we're going to pick some more buds.
Go.
Guys, so much is happening that hasn't happened in years. The elderberry, which Reggie just showed you, this is the black tower elderberry. It should get some pink blooms, and we see signs of that. But this is what I love a clematis to do. This is Poet, and this is my
Lilac.
lilac tree. Thanks. Look at it. The blooms are going to be wrapping in the tree. They're going to
Oh, they're
come
gonna
out.
go. It's
It's
already
going to,
wrapped
yeah,
up in the
it's going to
lilac.
be fantastic with those deep purple blooms. Just thrilled. I'm thrilled to death how everything is looking so nice. When we get down here to the bottom of the garden, look at these. These have are really showing themselves. These are perennial orchids. I'll set these little flowers right here. Um, and I'm going to get one of these to put in a little vase. Look at these. These are gorgeous. Lovely. Just amazing plants. And this is what happens when you don't have a freeze. Things get to bloom. The other things, oh, and I have some yarrow. Yeah, let's just grab. This is a yarrow that I brought with me from a home. Look, I mean, just pick what's out there, and all of a sudden you have these natural, beautiful little bouquets. What I have done, I have come in and around this border where the heucheras are, I have gone through, and I'll show you how I did that. This was all of the, oh my gosh, I was going to show Reggie. There's a skeleton of a crunchy skeleton of some kind of water creature. Look at that. I wanted to show you its
What is
legs.
that?
I crunched it. You know,
Don't know what it
I
is.
don't know, but it was interesting till I stepped on it. But I've gone through, and the ajuga, I've gone through, cut it back to its stems because these are what the seed heads look like when they dry out. And so it's not pretty, and I like to get those cut back. So we've got roses ready to bloom. I want to show you too, the other ground cover that I've cut back, my lamb's ear. When it starts getting these nice tall stalks, if they get too tall, they flop off. So I just come down, cut those off because I like it more, compact, clean looking like that. But I have a little tip for you guys. I watch Marta's garden, and she's got a beautiful garden, and it's mature like this one. And when you have a very mature garden, your perennials get very large, and you want to make room and make things stand out a little bit, at least I do. And a little tip you can do, this is my cat's pajama, cat mint or nepeta. And if you have it, you know that after the blooms are spent, you can cut them back and it'll flush its bloom. Well, what I want to do is I want the front of my border to be full of these purple blooms. And she showed that what you can do with this, instead of waiting for the whole plant to have to be cut back, let's do a little pre-planting. So I want this to be blooming now before my zinnias are up and tall. So what I'm going to do, and I won't do it all on camera, I'm going to go through and give this kind of like a little Chelsea chop. Cut it back by a third, and that way this will be starting to bloom when this has bloomed out. And so when this is cut back down to the ground, this will be all in bloom. Wasn't that a great tip? And I think we could do that to several other plants that can take cutting back, is to control when it's going to bloom back for you. So I'll go through and finish this edge off camera. You can see the irises are doing fantastic. They've been such a pretty display. Look at the foxgloves. They've all just come out. I love that height and that color and that dimension. And here's what I want to buy. These little, get some of these little blue flowers whose name I still cannot come up with. I'll come up with it. It's not a hard one. Other little tip is, when you have a large garden and you have a little bit of garden art, it doesn't hurt to come in here and remove some leaves so you can see these cute little faces popping out. This morning, these hostas, because we've had such wonderful rain, warm days, warm rain, and warm nights, and so things just really pop. So I wanted to come in and my little smiling rabbit needed to show. So you want to make him a little focal point. So pick those. Don't hesitate to cut back your plants so you can see those things. I have a little Siberian iris over here that stays tucked in, and it's beautiful. Not only the purple and the yellow, and I'm not going to cut those because I can see them from the deck, but look at these. Isn't this a sweet one? It's called peacock butterfly. Isn't that nice? And so I can't see it from the deck, but I want to have it in the house. This is all bee balm, but a great view, Reg, and I'm going to stand back, is to take a look from this point of view against, and yeah, out towards all the gardens and the tips of all those flowers. It's a pretty sight. And if you don't get out and walk in your garden, you don't see these pretty views. You feel, there you go. Isn't that cool? I'm behind Reggie looking in the camera. You feel you're immersed in the garden, and that's what we're here for. Oh, along the river's edge, we have some bloom. Gorgeous. Let's get a piece of this. And I'll put the name of that on the screen too. Trust me, I remember the names, just not when I'm on camera. I have something also to mention. Isn't that turning out nice? Is that Pullman? No. I'll let you know. So we're going to go through these ferns only because I'm going to mention that if you have property like we do that is so close to another person's property, be polite. Always, you can stay there, Reg, be careful of the step, but always take a moment, and I always do, take a look at the other side of the fence to make certain that our stain looks good. But I noticed the other day that my ostrich ferns were coming up in her yard.
Let's swing around here and
Oh,
take
you're
a
going
look.
to show them anyway? Okay. So I went out there and I saw Carol. I said, Carol, I'm going to dig these out. And she said, no, I just took a picture of them. I want my daughter and I both think they look nice. I said, well, I'm going to take out the smallest ones that were encroaching into her yard, not staying against the fence, so that she doesn't have to worry about that. So you have to be polite about what you plant that could go in. No,
Keep it clean, keep it painted,
yeah,
keep it repaired.
keep it repaired, because we have put our fence a foot in on our property, so we're not really on her property line. But when you're this close, it doesn't matter. That is what they see. And so, our neighbors, we are good neighbors to each other. That is for sure. So just check your fence lines, people. Be polite.
That's got a red
Oh,
bud.
I know. Finally, you can see the beautiful shape of the red bud. I love the heart shape. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So we're going to come around here. And the other thing I did, talking about if you want some focal points of your plants when they get overgrown, I did come in because look at this beautiful, I think it's Big Daddy, that gorgeous
Big Daddy.
hosta, Big Daddy. So I did dig out a fern here, cut back this plant, and now it's going to look so pretty. Those little, I should go in and just toss out those little violets. I mean, fluff them up. It only bothers me. And look at this rose. We got to get in, and I want to get a cut. I'll cut this one. This is Zephyrin Druin. Nice little sweet scent. Yeah, it's so fun to be able to cut something, put these in a vase. I'm loving it. This all, you've been through the garden, but I wanted to show you it just looks neat and tidy, because I've been out and I've weeded and edged the flower beds, and that makes you happy when you've gone through your garden and cleaned up any little, this tree gets these little suckers that come up, and I like to keep that cut back. Makes a nice clean edge. It doesn't distract your view. I'm also going to cut, this is my rose campion. I just want the foliage to put in a vase with, some of these. So I'm going to cut from backside. Get a couple pieces of this for the foliage. Looking nice. That has a real pretty berry color. And you can see how pretty this looks after you cut this back. While I'm here, I'll do that. The other thing is, look, this is my white celebrity rose, and it is so full of buds. Oh, there's one in bloom. Goodness. And that is doing what I wanted it to. Look at this branch. That's a branch that I want to go up into that lilac tree.
You keep forgetting
I
the name
keep
of that
forgetting
thing.
because I'm so
It's a
excited.
good thing I'm around.
I'm so excited. And won't that be pretty, just hanging out in the lilac tree? It takes, years to get things to just do the right thing. And that white celebrity rose will be beautiful, because this is Raguchi, and it is getting entwined within the rose, which I love. And it has that beautiful purple down facing bloom. It'll add such a softness. Of course, the morning glories are doing great on the other side. Here's a squash plant, it looks like. Compost. Anyway, I wanted to show you too. I did cut back my creeping phlox. It was clear down going into the grass. So you just grab a piece, cut it off. I can throw a little picture of that on the screen.
Hey, look, you just joined us up there.
And Sarah Elizabeth, just a gorgeous color, coming out beautifully. Everything. Oh, I just noticed this little bloom too. Let's cut it. Come on. Let's bring it inside. That is my shoot. Oh, pincushion flower. I think I'm just worn out from the week and I can't remember crap. Anyhow, oh, it's a gorgeous day. Thanks for walking through the garden with me, and get out and do the same with yours. It's just so fun to smell and see everything and bring them inside your house. So thanks for watching. We'll see you the
Oh wait,
next time. What?
what are we?
We're gardening on the West Fork. West Fork. I can't even remember.
Yeah, if we had a blooper reel,
I know.
it'd be hilarious.
And it's not even cocktail hour. I
No.
can't keep it straight. Anyhow, gardening on the West Fork, Zone 6B in Weston, West Virginia. And I'm Teresa. So thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time.